Okay, this is for Algebra 1, Lesson 11A. This is mainly for those of you that missed class due to hanging out in Florida or something. But Lesson A basically deals with the fact of what if you only have one lousy point and it's not the y-intercept and you have the slope and you have to write an equation for the line. So let me give you a for example. Let's pretend that you have the slope of 3 and they tell me I have the point 1, 2. By the way, this is actually on 11A. They give me this information, and they're going to have you graph it and find out everything on that. But I'm going to do this another way for right now. What you can do is you always have this lovely little formula that you can work with. And remember, here's where you plug in your slope, your little m. Your b is your y-intercept. This is not the y-intercept. This is just some crazy, lousy point on the line. There are infinitely many points on the line. They gave you 1. But when you write an equation for a line, it's supposed to work, if you did it right, for all points on the line. So here's what you can do. Realize that this represents an x value, and this is a y value on the line. Okay? So what you can do is right here where you see your y, you can plug in a 2, because that represents the y. You know your slope is 3, so we're going to plug a 3 in right there. Our x in this point is a 1, so we're going to plug a 1 in right there. So we're going to plug in something for all these variables except for b. And that way we can figure out what b is. So here we go. So it says here y is 2, so I'm going to do y is 2. My slope is 3. I'm trying to do this myself. X is 1. I'm going to write it like this because that means slope times x. So I'm going to write slope times my x value plus b. So look what you've got here. 2 equals 3 times 1 is 3. If you're going to solve for b, you're going to subtract 3 from both sides. Okay, so 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So you can see b is negative 1. That tells you that's where it hits the y-axis, at negative 1. That is your y-intercept. So now you can write your equation of your line. Okay, because remember, all you have to have is the slope and the y-intercept. So final answer, I'm going to go back up here. Look at that, that's funny. My y is sick. Okay, your slope is 3. Don't forget to write down the x right there. And my y-intercept, remember right here it was negative 1, so I'm going to put minus 1. Okay, so this is the equation in slope-intercept form. What if they were wanting it in standard form? Okay, remember you want to get your x's and your y's together, so I'm going to do something weird here. I'm going to move my y to this side to get it in standard form, and I'm going to take my negative 1 and throw it to this side. And I'll tell you why I'm going to do that. Because my x term is already positive. If you put him over here, he's going to become negative, and I just don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him positive. Since this is a positive y, when I throw him to the other side, he becomes a negative y. Okay, this negative 1, when you throw him to the other side, he becomes a positive 1. Now this is in standard form because you have your x and y on one side, you have the little lousy constant, the number, on the other. If you don't like to look at it like that, you can write it like this. It's the same difference, okay? 3x minus y, 3x minus y, okay? So this is in standard form, okay? This is standard form when you have your x and y on one side. This is slope-intercept form. This is my favorite form. Notice you have to have the y all by itself, okay? All right, let's try another one. Oh my gosh, just one moment.